Hi, I'm going to teach you satin stitch. Satin stitch is great for filling in spaces with colour. You may find it helpful to add in some guidelines in the direction that your stitches are going to go. This will help to keep them all running at the same angle. Once your guidelines are in place, you're going to start stitching, coming through from the back through to the front, and we're just doing long straight stitches all going in the same direction. So you're going to start at one end like this, and the key with satin stitch to get a nice neat finish and nice neat edges is to just ensure that every single time you come out right on the line, and then you go back in right on the line as well, like so. So coming out right on the line, and then when you place your needle to go back in, it's right on the line. And you're keeping them just lined up neatly next to each other so that they're all parallel to each other and on the same angle. No gaps and no overlaps. You can continue placing your stitches in this way until the whole area is complete. You can just keep on stitching until the whole entire area that you want filled in with colour is filled in. If you're filling in an area that has wider points and more narrow points, like a triangle or a circle or any other irregular shape, I'd recommend working from the middle. So I'm going to add my guidelines like I did before, like so. And I'm going to start off at the widest point of the triangle, which is that middle line that I've just put in. And then I'm going to work my way to one edge. So from here, working my way down to the smallest point. This works better because when it gets to the really small points, if you were starting there, it would be hard to know exactly where to start and how small your stitch should be to make it a nice sharp point in the corner. But if you're working from the widest point down to the most narrow point, it's clear how long and wide your stitch should be from the start. But as you get down to that most narrow point, you just keep working until the point where there's no space left to fill. Like here, for example, with this tiny little bit of triangle that we've got left, I'm going to place a stitch now and see how that looks. And if it doesn't create a sharp enough point, then I'll pop another one in, just a tiny bit smaller. So I think I can get one more there, although it probably wouldn't be essential. And that really just sharpens that corner off. Then finish the other half of the triangle in the same way. Now, the no gaps and no overlaps rule doesn't always apply in satin stitch. So if you were working on something like this, like a leaf, where you wanted the direction of your stitches all to kind of come into one point, then you still don't want any gaps, but you will have some overlaps where they come into one point at the bottom here. So some of your stitches will start to overlap a little bit, but they'll be spaced out equally from the top. So you'd start from the top here each time, starting off with one straight stitch down the middle. Again, as we did with the triangle, we're starting with the widest point, and then we're working our way down, spacing them out evenly at the top, but bringing them in to the bottom point down here at the bottom. And again, you're just going to keep stitching until the entire space you want filled in is filled. And that's satin stitch. If you found this video helpful, make sure to let me know in the comments. And then come and join me in the Raise Room Crafters community Facebook group for lots of crafty support and inspiration, and I'll see you there.